you did lessons remotely. And you really took a lot of time to encourage the students in continuing to practice their instrument. And then you reached out to someone from Switzerland.
Yes, I did.
A renowned gentleman named
Yes.
Sir Galway. Tell us about him.
Well, Sir James Galway is a flautist of international renown. He and his wife have been educators and ambassadors for music and flute playing for many years. And I've known Sir James, and I've met him at a concert in Shenandoah University, and he has been an inspiration to me since I was a young girl. That was my first band instrument.
Wow.
Was flute. And so
you were a flautist?
Yes, I still am.
Okay.
And Sir James, I wrote to him and I said, I have some students who are learning to play the flute, and during this time of pandemic, how can I motivate them? How can I encourage them to continue? And he sent along a lovely little video for our students, and not just the flute students, but for all of our students. And he said, that is your ticket to see the world, if you choose. But you have to work hard, and you have to really want it. Music is not for everybody, and music is hard. So if you really want it, stick with it, practice, watch people who are better than you, play with people who are better than you, and you will become better for it. And so I just was so in awe that he did this for us here, our little school district in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, that I had to share it with my students and share it with the entire district, because here's a man who has been knighted by the Queen of England, who has played with Stevie Wonder.
Yes, Elton John.
Elton John, yes.
Yeah.
And Pink Floyd.
Yeah, Pink Floyd. Yes, who would have thought?
Who knew?
Yeah.
So here's a man who's so versatile and playing not just the flute, but the Irish flute, the penny whistle, and his list goes on as to what all he can do, and he did this for us. So,
well, we are certainly grateful for Sir James Galway of Switzerland, who took time out to encourage your son, your daughter, our children here in the Harrisburg School District throughout the city of Harrisburg. This gentleman from Europe took time. Who would have thought that just with reaching out to him, that he would take time to encourage our children during the pandemic? And now let's take a look at that video from Sir James Galway of Switzerland. What a wonderful video of inspiration and encouragement from Sir James Galway of Switzerland for our students.
yes.
So what did you think when you received that video?
Wow, that he would do that for us, that he would reach out and send the video and the little piece that he played, and just take the time to do that for, as motivation for our students. I thought it was wonderful.
You know what? There are some pretty awesome people in the world, and Sir James Galway is one of them.
Yes.
Let's talk about your students who've gone on to compete and participate in other levels of county chorus and concerts, and let's talk about that.
Well, as students get more advanced, they learn more complex rhythms and fingerings and music, they have the opportunity to audition and participate in our local county bands and county orchestras, And when they get to a even more advanced level, then they can audition for the District 7 band and the regional band, and if you are really top-notch, the state band, Pennsylvania State Band. And we've had students who have auditioned and made the county band from John Harris High School, and we've had some violin students also audition and make the Dauphin County Orchestra program, and Barkaswamy is very young to do that, and just an amazing and up-and-coming violinist. So better watch out for her.
Yes.
Yes.
I imagine her on the world stage performing at concert halls all around the world.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
She has the drive.
And the talent.
Yes.
Yeah. So one more time, if you could please give our parents that contact information on how to contact Miss Lisa Collins.
Absolutely. You would email me, lcollins@hbgsd.us, and if you email me and say, hey, my child goes to this school and is in 3rd grade or 4th grade, and I would like my child to play an instrument this year or next year, that's all you would really need for initial contact, and then we would talk and find out what your expectations were really, if it was a string instrument, if it was a band instrument, if they were in 3rd grade or 4th grade. All 3rd graders must start with recorder. That gives them the basic notation skills for playing. And also we're talking about young children who don't have the fine motor skills. So that's another thing that we have to encourage our students on, is to keep at it, because while you may not get it right now, your brain is developing, your skills are developing, so give it time.
Give it time.
Yes.
So for anyone who has ever loved the movie Drumline.
Oh my.
That's right. And I know you know our boy Devin from Drumline.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Devin was an amazing, gifted and talented musician who seemed to play by ear, but had difficulty reading notes. So what would you say for parents who their children are naturally gifted? They can play by ear, but reading the notes, reading sheet music it's difficult.
I would say that your child is very fortunate to have a gift to be able to pick it up and play it by ear. But they could be limited as to what is available to them, opportunities. They may not be able to play for an orchestra or a band where the written notation is how they would remember, and we're going to play this, at this measure we're going to do a key change or a time change. And all those things are little reminders for musicians on how we progress through the song. So that's my job, is to help them understand what they're looking at and to be able to follow it accurately. And it also helps them with their reading skills when they get to ELA. So it's a win-win.
Well, you're exactly right. It is definitely a win-win here in the Harrisburg School District, where we not only offer educational opportunities in science, technology, engineering, math, and the arts, but we are offering opportunities to connect children with music in the real world.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
I'm Kirsten Keys, joined with
Lisa Collins.
And that's our musical note for today. We look forward to seeing you soon.